Hello everyone, Gabriel here. Sorry for a kind of a vlog type of video. I'm in the middle of a room in a hotel somewhere in the middle of Polish mountains, trying to get a little bit of how to call it, relax. Yeah, that's more like it. First of all, the thing that bothers me and I wanted to talk about is, as this video suggests, it's what happened with Mass Effect Andromeda. The game has been, how to say, it has been stopped. What that means is there will be no development when it comes to DLCs, the single player DLCs. There will be no additional content for this particular title, which is kind of a dramatic thing because I saw that coming. A big part of me, if you look at my previous videos about Andromeda, you will find quite clear that uh, I was expecting that this is gonna happen, that something like this might befall on this title. Uh, what happened is, I don't want to go into specifics about why I believe BioWare has lost their way. Someone will say that it is because obviously EA acquired them and they actually sold themselves 10 years ago, somewhere around Mass Effect 2 when the studio was at its peak. Some will say that it is actually much more complicated than that. I'm actually believing that it is way more complicated than just the fact that EA decided to buy them. The doctors, the founders of the studio, left the company quite early. Then Casey Hudson left, David Gator left, a bunch of talented people left. Hudson is now at the head, as far as I know, of BioWare, but one guy who had a great idea once about Mass Effect Andromeda, Mass Effect trilogy isn't enough. Andromeda was a title for me that actually was the milestone. If it will work, it might save the studio. To be honest, the only thing I'm interested in what BioWare is doing is at this very moment only the Dragon Age franchise. And when it comes to that, we are only 2 games ahead. I tweeted once to Mike Laidlaw about how many games they want to do or something like that. He confirmed that the wide plan is to have 5 games, but he never said that none of them is actually confirmed, and that was way over a year ago. We do know from kind of leaks that they are working on title number, I believe 4 in Dragon Age, which is kind of cool. But at the same time, Dragon Age isn't exactly what many people believed it was supposed to be when Origins was developed. Uh, I'm not saying that the game shouldn't be, evolving in any way, but at the same time, BioWare is far from. Uh, there is like a big question mark on top of that studio. What I believe is they are actually already out, which means they lost the position that they once had, and that position was a studio that created trends in RPG gaming. They are far from it now. They are basically not in any way able to do the type of quality of games that they provided 5, 7, 10 years ago. My story with BioWare started with Baldur's Gate 1, with the first game in the most successful, I believe, game that BioWare has ever created. None of the games that they released later on had this level of quality, this level of impact on genre, that is role playing games. Everything else was somewhere around. They were trying to redefine this or that, but they were never in such a way that they could have created a glorious a game that you can gloriously recommend. Because Baldur's Gate was something totally different, and we're talking about a game that was released more than 20 years ago. When where Andromeda I won't say what Andromeda's problems are because I haven't played the game, but what other people are saying, what everyone is actually talking about, is the fact that the development team and the development cycle was too short, that there is no depth in the game's storyline, that there is no, as I call it, gravitas, which means, the game needs this to be something deeper, something that will force people to look and feel the game itself. I don't like the themes that this game presented. I'm not sure that I would even. I think I will play it at some point but when you look at the things that are happening now, Andromeda is unsupported with patches for a single player. There is only multiplayer content. There will be no single player content DLCs, even if, as far as I understand, there are some storylines that would require that. The development team and the development studio was actually shut down and redesigned to support other studios. I don't know how that is gonna work. I doubt that whatever BioWare is actually going to do with the assets that they have, which means people who are talented, people who work there, programmers, graphic designers, etc., etc. All of that is a potential that is going to be wasted, I think, on projects that EA will try to resurrect from the dead. But the most dramatic thing that I feel that is happening to all of this is the fact that Mass Effect as a universe with Andromeda is more or less dead. Like, literally dead. There is no future for it. And there was such a great potential in it. When we saw Mass Effect happening, I was among those people who believed that this is going to be a Star Wars universe for video games. But that's not gonna happen because someone decided to rush one title quickly and basically just destroyed and wasted the potential that I think is there, was there, because I doubt that we'll see more Mass Effect happening after what we saw from April. Now, realize that, and I will try to finish on this with this little statement. The game came out in March, April, May, June, July, September. Less than 5 months. Around 5 months of support for a title. Triple A title. This is just bullshit, to be honest. And someone played a prank on Mass Effect fans, I believe. Who was that? I don't know. Was it deliberate? I don't know that either. What I know is that BioWare has another letdown that we need to add after Mass Effect 3's ending and after backlash, actually, that happened after Dragon Age 2. Well, the only thing that actually can save this studio are the 2 Dragon Age titles that are left. I doubt that anything else they can do will actually boost the quality of their titles. Thank you for listening. My name is Gabriel, and I'm sorry for this, noisy place. I haven't actually took with me any kind of recorder to actually. I didn't even have the means to edit this video, so it's a little bit of a improvisation on my part, but I believe it is required. Plus, the channel is a little bit dying on me because I don't have enough time to actually create content for it. But I hope you will enjoy at least some of my thoughts as well. And well, see you soon next time. Bye!